Hi guys, it's Fiona. Lovely to see you. Now look, nobody should be fiddling around with their phone, with their camera when they've just gone live. But I'm just doing that thing. It's very annoying, I know. But look, I know you're not here yet, so I get to do that. So excited about today's live, creating your breakthrough in September. By the way, she says, fiddling around with the leads and stuff. By the way, everything starts with a decision. Everything starts with a decision. So you get to decide if September is indeed your breakthrough month. If you are committed to creating a breakthrough in September, in your life, in your business, I urge you to. Because September is the new year. We still have daylight. It's sunny in some parts. Hello, how are you? Lovely to see you. So excited to be with you today. Oh my gosh, do you know what I forgot to do? Put in my ear pods. Hold on a second. Two ticks. Sorry about that. Now hopefully, this will be much better. Much better. Hey, lovely to see you there. So, sunny day in Somerset, coming to you from English countryside. Hey, my pods are on. Lovely to see you. Okay, so here's what we're doing today. September is all about your breakthrough, right? Can I get a yes to breakthrough? I mean, that's why you're here in life. That's why you're here today. And don't set candles, light scented candles, before you do a live. That's my advice as well. I'm learning so much from doing these lives. So much. You know what I'm really happy about? I'm really happy that I did my own hair yesterday, because normally I book in for blow dries non-stop. But I did my own hair yesterday, and you know what I'm really happy about? Superficial, I know, that it's not all frizzy. Okay, I didn't blow dry it. I can't really do much of a blow dry, I'll be honest. But I'm very happy that I got some decent products, and it's not all frizzy. Right, okay, enough chit chat. You're up for a breakthrough? Yes, in life and business. Now, last week, I did some lives and I was really referring to your internal environment, because creating a change on the outside requires a shift on the inside. Shift on the inside. If you're going for something bigger on the outside, it starts with you recalibrating your internal environment. Because if you're not convinced, nobody else is going to be. So whatever that change is on the outside, whatever that breakthrough is, it usually involves other people's cooperation. So that's much easier when you've already enrolled your own cooperation in the first place. So those videos are up there. And it's all the internal stuff. It's your internal environment. You got to prepare your internal environment for growth on the outside, right? The seeds, the nourishment, all of that stuff. And by the way, let me just say, before I get into the detail of today, I have decided, how exciting is this? I'm so excited about it. I can't remember the exact date, but basically it's the last week of September. I'm going to do a challenge. Hold that word, because it's going to be relevant to what we discussed today. I'm going to do a challenge. I'm going to do a 5-day challenge on ending imposter syndrome forever, right? Wow. Got to get that nonsense out of the way. That which makes no sense. Nonsense. Okay, hold that thought. Now, what are we talking about today? We're talking about practical matters. Practical matters of having clients, keeping your business going, having your business thrive in tough times. Because, by the way, let me know if Just put clients, just write clients in the thread if you are someone who is in business and has clients, or even wants more clients, but your business revolves around clients, if indeed you are in business. So just let me know. It just lets me get clear on you. So just put clients, just write clients, and then I will know. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So you're someone who wants more clients, or wants to keep your current clients, or have your clients recommit to working with you. Um, and in these times, these are definitely tough times. There's no question. There's no question. There's no point sugarcoating it. These are tough times. But the thing is, if you're in business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're here to serve people, you get better. You're never defeated by tough times, because the truth is, as an entrepreneur, there's never ideal times. There's always something happening, something going on that you have to adapt to and handle, right? I don't know if I've ever had a perfect environment, where I never had to think about what to do next, or how to do something better, or how to be better myself. So that's just the life of, the entrepreneur, isn't it? Now, look, admittedly, these past 18 months, the whole world has gone into a state of anxiety and fear. And when people are in a place of anxiety and fear, they get anxious about investing. They do, and spending money. And that doesn't mean people aren't spending money, aren't investing, aren't getting, my help, your help. It just means that we have to be better in the way that we serve people. We have to adapt. You have to adapt to these times and how people are. I'm going to be talking about this all this week. So I'm starting off today with the foundation. Here's where it starts. It starts with you actually being generous. It starts with you being generous. And when I look at what has happened in my business, it surprised me to look at the figures and see what was going on, because oftentimes I'm just so busy in the middle of things, I don't take time to reflect and look at what's working, what's going on. But when I did, what I saw actually is that our business doubled in the past 12 months in a time of absolute global crisis. So when I look at what I did differently, the key thing, one of the key things, and this is where it starts, that I did differently, and what I'm urging you to consider and take on board today, is you have to work harder to show value. You have to work harder to show value. You have to give more in the first instance. So before you go out there and expect people to buy from you and spend money with you and come to you and all that good stuff, you have to give more. You have to give more. You have to show value. People are spending money, they are investing, and they need to be certain. They need to be certain, which means they need to see you, they need to hear what you're about, and they need to receive something of value from you. Is this making sense? Can I get a yes? So there are 3 ways to do that. The first way is you connect. You connect with people. Whether it's private clients, whether it's clients that have worked with you previously, whether it's clients who perhaps are in a group program, maybe that you're not working so closely with, but you get to connect more. So I invite you to make this week the week that you connect more with people. In the first instance, it makes sense to connect with people you already know, that you've already worked with. The important thing is to do this from a motivation of service. It won't work otherwise. If you do it from a motivation of, oh, great, I can get some extra clients, I can make some extra money, people can feel that. People can feel that. Make sense? We all know what it feels like to be in the receiving end of that energy of people who want something from us, who are selling to us. And we can feel it, and it's not a nice feeling. So do it with the intention purely of service. How can I help you? What's going on for you? So happy to jump on a call. Obviously, when you connect, if there's something that you can help that person with, whether they're investing more with you or they're investing again with you, of course, you're going to look at what that would look like. You're here to serve. So I'm not saying that you don't make an offer to people. I'm not saying you don't offer them something. Not at all. Not at all. I believe it's incumbent upon you to offer people your help if you feel you can help them, you know? And of course, for people to really get your help, I mean, really get your help, they need to spend time with you. They need to get more of your time, your help. And of course, that's an exchange. So just making that plain. So connect. Client of mine did this. You might be watching this after the event because he's in Sydney, so it's a bit late in the evening now. But he did this instinctively at the beginning of lockdown. Instinctively. He just reached out to past clients and said, this, how are you doing? What's going on for you in these crazy times? So happy to jump on a call, have a chat with you, see if there's anything I can help with. Or, he'd done a workshop for another client and he said, hey, I've just done X with Y. It really worked for them. Possibly it could work for you too. So happy to have a chat with you. Now, he has corporate clients, very big clients, but I can tell you that his income as a result of that one strategy probably quadrupled. Probably quadrupled. I'm not even exaggerating. You have to do it with a genuine intent. Okay, so connect. The second thing, by the way, is this making sense to y'all? To you? Oh. What I'm really saying is you have to do something different in these times to connect with people. We're not in normal times, even though, people aren't wearing masks so much and, perhaps it feels like the immediate crisis has shifted and all of that good stuff. We're not in normal times. There's still a very high level of uncertainty in the world and fear and anxiety. So, we get to do something different. If you really want to serve people and help people, we have to do something different. So, the second thing that you do is it's another C, it's content. Content. So, the content that you put out there on social media, in your newsletters, wherever you're connecting with people, the content gets to be better. The content really will connect when it's educational. Now, be careful with that because people's attention span is very short. So they don't want, an epistle. They don't want the Bible to read. They want short, succinct points that are very connected to the problem and the pain that they're experiencing. So, sort of things that I do that I notice that works are like nice memes, graphics, addressing a particular, point. I'm going to do something and it'll be an example for y'all and it'll be based on today's life. I'm going to take the content that my assistant Bianca's watching. I'm going to take the content, get ready to do a nice meme with me, and I'll put it out there and you can see what I mean. It'll be a nice heading. It'll be something like serving clients, attracting clients, finding clients in tough times. It'll be something like that. And it'll be the key points of today. Is this making sense? So your content needs to be more educational. A lot of memes and stuff that people put out there is very inspirational, and you always want to have a degree, a smattering of inspirational messages and content and posts. That's lovely. But I honestly do see some people who are struggling to get clients, struggling to make money. And when I look at their content, it's overwhelmingly inspirational. So it's all very woohoo, but it's not really addressing in a serious, useful manner the problem that their people are experiencing right now. Is this making sense? So look at the ratio of the content that you put out and just make sure that there's enough substance, educational information. Make sure it's not dry, make sure it's not too long. You know, one of the examples, give you a quick example, you might have seen it, that I put out a while ago that got a huge response, was about, it was about criticism. And I made the point that if you don't handle criticism, if you don't overcome it, that it could stop you. It could stop you in your tracks in life and in business. It can stop you making money. It can stop you having a business. It can stop you growing your business. It can stop you being visible. So I made it very clear why it was important and why it was important to overcome that. I put in a tiny bit about how I had been moved to think about criticism and handle it in my own life, because I'd had this text from a close family member that was very upsetting and all of that good stuff. And I really saw that I needed to clear that. I needed to clear that criticism from my own psyche, from myself. Otherwise, I could see that it could have had consequences for how I am in life and business. So when you share your personal story, my advice is to you to keep it short and succinct and get to your clients very quickly, very quickly. So don't have it be like, hey, this happened to me, it was horrible. Ooh. It happened to me, and therefore, and I handled it in a certain way. And I'm sharing these 5 key ways, you see? And people were super grateful for that. I think I did a video, but I did a meme as well. Okay, so we've got connect, we've got content. What is our third C? I gave you a clue right at the beginning when I said at the end of July, the last week of July. What am I talking about? At the last week of September, last week of September, first week of October, I'm going to do a challenge. I'm going to do a 5-day challenge on end imposter syndrome forever. Whoa! Challenge is our third C. One of the ways that you can show value, one of the ways that you can give value, one of the ways that you can showcase you and how you can help people is to run a challenge. What is a challenge? It's really simple. You take a particular problem that your people have. Now, I know that my people have responded to that theme of imposter syndrome, because I've done videos about it, I've talked to people, I've sent out emails, and I've had this big response of yes, 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 yes. So make sure that it really is a problem that your people are experiencing and they want to fix, right? And then a challenge is simply you provide valuable information, content, coaching over 5 days. I'm just going to do it over 5 days. You could do it longer. You could do 7 days, you could do 10 days. But again, I just find short and snappy works best sometimes. So I'm going to do it over 5 days. You decide. But basically, you're going to do anywhere between 30 minutes and 60 minutes of good quality teaching content. And again, what I would say to you is there's always going to be a certain number of people that you reach who will want more from you. So your intention is always to serve, always to give something valuable and good that people can take away. And there will always be a percentage of people who will want more from you, right? So I did a ton of stuff whenever the lockdown was first instigated in March last year. I just felt called, moved, driven to help people, to help my audience, my people, you. And I set up something called the Coaching Club, and I did lives every single day. From like not doing any lives and any videos at all before that. So that's probably one of the key ways that we have doubled our business without consciously deciding, you know, even on that. But it was that connecting, it was the content, and it was in effect challenges. So your challenge should have a great title. So when you see mine, I think that's a pretty great title, I'll be honest. And Imposter Syndrome Challenge Forever. I've got a little strap line. I can't remember what it is now. So it's a little strap line. And then when you see the information about it, you'll see that I'm very clear on what you're going to get each day. I'm not going to give you a ton of information, and you can model anything that you see that I do, of course. But you give a little bit of information as to what you're going to cover on each day. It needs to be practical. It needs to be just really good so that people give up their time, even though it's free. Some of you right now are thinking, is it free? Yes, it's free. Yes, it is, because you're showcasing you. If people are going to make a decision to follow you, to invest in getting your help in any way, these days, people need to see you. They need more from you to make that decision. And you get to showcase your value so that people can go, great, now I know you better. I mean, some of you perhaps may not have known me so well since last week. You're here now because I'm just being more visible. I'm just showcasing more of what I can help you with. It's the same for you. You get to decide, you get to step up and really own what you can offer people. Put your information into good, easy to apply. Don't overteach. Don't put too much detail in. You need to give enough so that people can digest. Because if you give people too much detail, it's not a pleasant experience because it's like overeating. You can't digest it. It's not a nice experience. It's like, oh, I never want to eat again. I'm never going to be hungry again. You see? So you don't want to overwhelm people with too much detail. You want to give them something really good that they can take away and start working with. And here's the other thing. Some of you may be thinking, but if I'm giving away my good teaching and my good content, won't that put people off from investing to get my help? And the answer is no. The answer is no. Here's why. People need to see you. They need to see what you're about. They need to feel that you've got something of value that you could offer them. And if you withhold that, I don't want to give away too much, I don't want to show too much, they can't see what you're about. And the other thing is, people will be grateful for your help and they will want more. Clearly, you've got more to offer. Clearly, you've got more to give. And the thing is, however much information you give people, people need help to implement. Hello. We all need that bit more help to apply and implement the information because our own personal circumstances are different from anybody else's. So, of course, people want more of your help to apply and implement the information. So, don't worry about that. Frank Kern the legendary internet marketer, his famous phrase is give away your best stuff. Give away your best stuff. Because if you think about it, that is people's first impression of you, right? You got to give something good because on that first impression, people make a decision. And you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So you don't want to be pulling some old dusty old thing out of the back of the cupboard and going, yeah, that old thing, I'll put that out there. I don't care about that. You don't want to do that. Ah, that's like going on a hot date and wearing old rickety old clothes from the back of the wardrobe. You wouldn't dream of doing it, hopefully. So, and the other thing I want to say to you is um, some people will write an ebook. They will think, that's the thing to do. I'm going to write a book that will really showcase my knowledge. Brilliant. The problem with that is this that takes time. It takes time. And also, everybody's running around writing ebooks, which means that they don't have the value that they might have had hitherto. But the main thing is they just take time. Like right now, you could be coming up with content, you could be connecting, and you could be creating a challenge. You could be creating a challenge. Like you could make the decision today, get yourself a great title, get clear on that problem, and you could have a challenge going next week, week after next, right? I just made my decision 2 days ago, and my challenge will start in 2 weeks, right? Whenever the end of September is. So it's that quick. So as an entrepreneur, as someone who wants to reach people, keep your clients, serve more people, bring on more clients, all of that good stuff, keep your business going, time is of the essence. You don't want to go down a rabbit hole of writing a memoir and writing your bestseller and writing your ebook, right? In a time of crisis, we get to respond. We get to respond and we get to come up, get our good material, good content out of us on the page, on the screen, straight away, right? So that's the beauty of the world that we live in now. We can have an idea and we can have it on the screen, on the page, out there in the world on the same day, in the same hour, in the same hour. Money loves speed, by the way. So those great ideas that you have, don't sit on them, right? There was something else I wanted to say as well. Oh yeah, of course. I love Estee Lauder. If she was alive now, God bless her, I'd definitely be interviewing her for my YouTube channel. She said a lot of smart things. But you know what she did that was really, really smart? Like so smart. Estee Lauder invented, seriously, the free gift. You might not find that hard to believe because, like, free gift, everybody has a free gift, right? No, there was a time when there was no such thing as that free gift, right? The trial size, the this, the that, the other. Estee Lauder invented it. That's why our company grew exponentially and why all the competition instantly copied her. People like Helena Rubinstein and whoever else was around at the time, they copied her. Revlon, Helena Rubinstein, all the others. So in effect, what I'm talking about is your free gift. And what I'm talking about is you getting out there and showing yourself and putting good content, good guidance, good coaching, good material out there that is in effect your free gift. There's a company in America called Amway, might be in the UK as well, I'm not sure, but they're massive in the States. Do you know what their key marketing strategy is? They leave a box of their goods with you overnight or for a couple of days. I don't know. But anyway, they leave it with you for you to try. They're so confident, clearly, that once you try it, you're going to love it. And that presumably is what happens because it's this massive company and it's that strategy. So you hear what I'm saying? Is this making sense, guys? I feel like I'm talking at you. I really want to see if this is making sense. It's like a try before you buy type of thing. So, we might not be selling products. Some of you might be, but if you're in the service business, then you absolutely get to be putting yourself out there. So nice to see you. Hi, Denise. Lovely to see you. Okay. Is that still available as I am having an issue with a family member? What do you mean, Denise? Is it might be the criticism thing? Yeah, absolutely. I'll dig it out. Or if my assistant Bianca is around, Bianca I'm thinking this is what Denise might be talking about, that criticism meme. If Bianca, would you have a look for it if you're around? Absolutely, we'll post that again. I'll put it on this thread, Denise, so you can see it. Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you it was a close family member that, and I decided to let it go. I'll be honest with you, to let that, wanting to make it right, wanting to fix it, and I didn't make a big speech about it. There was no big, drama. I just within myself let go of the attachment to making that relationship work. I let go of the notion, the idea, the ideal of having a close family member be, caring about me, quite frankly, and wanting the best for me, because the evidence was clearly to the contrary. So I just woke up, smelt the coffee, as they say, and I just grasped the reality of the situation, which is, however sad it is, that person doesn't care about me. What they care about is being right. And what irritates them is me. Everything about me seems to irritate them. Having a different opinion, especially on this current global crisis that we're going through. Um, and if it's someone that's older than you as well, I'm digressing slightly. It's all Denise's fault. She got me started. But it is actually really important. It's really important. It's actually the thing, I'll be honest with you, it's part of the thing I think that's freed me up to be here with you and actually be more visible and do more Facebook Lives. Because up until I let go of, in effect, holding on to that person, keeping them in my life and even pleasing them and having a harmonious and loving relationship, once I just let go of that, it's like I'm not sending them anything negative, don't get me wrong. I just let go of trying to fix it and make it lovely and perfect, Once I let go of that, oh boy, it was actually a huge relief. Huge relief. And there was no big consequence, no fallout, no big, hey, where are you? What are you doing? Nothing. Not a thing. Nada. Not a thing. Except, oh boy, a feeling of great relief for me and release, if you like. And also a newfound freedom, to be honest, because I'm not looking over my shoulder. I didn't even know I was, by the way. But to some extent, I was expecting, anticipating criticism, or just having that person at the back of my mind. And now, at my age, at your age, we get to decide. We get to be like fully ourselves and go, well, this is me. You know, this is what I think. This is what I feel. This is who I am. Not everybody's going to like it. Hey ho. But you know what? You don't have to stick around, even if you're a family member, even if you're a close family member. I get to be me. You get to be you. So I'm just throwing that out there. It's Denise's fault. She brought that up. But it is so important. It really is. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Andrea, lovely to see you. Kerry, Dot, Mandy, lovely to see you all. Coral, and Deb, lovely to see you, Deborah. So, is this all making sense? The people who I see struggling in business today are people who have not grasped we're in very different times. We are in very different times from 2 years ago, from 18 months ago. And I don't know when those times are going to change, if they're going to change. I just know we're in different times, which means we get to adapt. We get to adapt in order to connect with people, in order to keep serving people, giving them what they need. We get to be better. Frankly, we get to be more connected to people. If not, I don't know. If not, I don't know. If not, I think it's a struggle. Get your motivation in place. Connect, content, challenge. Tomorrow, I will be here at the same time. And so looking forward to seeing you then. I'm going to look at the thread, obviously, and put any questions, anything at all, put it in there. And by the way, don't forget that we do have a September breakthrough strategy session that is a steal. It's a steal. We're going to run it for the next couple of weeks until I start the challenge. And I'll put the link to it in here. Bianca, if you're watching this, would you put the link in for the September Breakthrough Strategy session? It's an hour with one of my team. I'm doing a few sessions. It's mainly my team. But basically, it's one-to-one. It's insane. It's £97, which is nothing, obviously. And that goes directly to a brilliant charity, which I adore, called Main Chance Sanctuary, that rescues horses, abandoned horses, which is terrible. But thank God for Main Chance and other animal charities, quite frankly. So look, you get to do your karma, the world of good, and get something really good out of it, right? So you get to get clear on what that breakthrough is for you in September. You get to get clear on the mindset shift you might need to make. And you also get a 6-month plan. It's insane. It's sensational. And you get to do something really good because every penny of that 97 goes directly to the charity. All right, you darlings, so lovely to be with you. So lovely to connect with you and be here with you. And I'll see you here tomorrow. Same time, same place. All right, darlings, see you later. Take care. Bye.